Good afternoon, all. My name is Will. I'm going to be the member of government in today's debate regarding the topic of the U.S. federal government implementing Bernie Sanders' College for All and forgiving debt. Now, before I respond to some of the negatives arguments, I want to remind you of some of the arguments that we initially made in the PMC. To begin, our first harms argument is that without College for All, lower socioeconomic classes will continue to attend and graduate college at a lesser rate, which only perpetuates the wealth gap, something that is very bad. Our second harms argument is that without College for All, there are less civic-minded citizens who contribute and vote less in our communities and in our democracy. We can see that those who attend free community college are graduating at much higher rates than those who attend paid community college. Now, we also know that college graduates are more engaged citizens, which equals a more educated workforce, which equals a stronger democracy and greater tax revenue. So by implementing College for All, we're actually making money through taxes in the end. Our third harms argument is that without College for All, marginalized communities will be attending college at a lower rate. This is bad because it perpetuates marginalization, as women and people of color need a higher level of education to attain the same level of legitimacy that the white male counterparts get. Now, to respond to some of the negatives' initial arguments. In the negatives' initial first harms argument, they claim that this College for All will only increase the wealth gap in regards to student loans. And they mention how most of the debt comes from those in law school, graduate schools, and medical schools, and that these people attending these schools are wealthy. Now, I can't argue against this, and I think this only highlights the issues that College for All is attempting to solve. The negative is right. Most people attending law, medical, and graduate schools are of the upper class. In fact, looking at law school attendees, we can see that a huge proportion of attendees are from the top quarter of the income bracket. An article written by Deborah Weiss in the ABA Journal highlights a study done where UCLA law professor Richard Sander found that nearly 3/4 of all law students come from the upper quartile, with just 2% coming from the bottom quartile. This is because to get into law school, it is nearly required to have a bachelor's degree. Now, it's not impossible, but it's highly recommended that you do have a bachelor's degree. And we have already established that people from a lower socioeconomic class are pursuing bachelor's degree to a far less extent than people from high socioeconomic classes. College for All actually tries to solve this by getting more people from a lower socioeconomic class the ability to attain their bachelor's degree, and we can hopefully send more people from the lower socioeconomic class to graduate medical and law school. Yes, our debt forgiveness right now is going to help those students that are paying those money, that are paying the money to get into those higher, more expensive schools, but it is also helping all students. It's helping everybody, not just those who attended law, medical, or graduate school. And we've already established that social programs who help everybody are in fact more successful than those who do not. Secondly, in the negative response to harm 2, they did not at any point address the points that were made by the affirmative side. They decided to attack the debt forgiveness plan, saying that it does not help those that are in private or graduate schools. Now, this is in fact false. The Sanders plan actually does forgive student debt for those who have attended private and graduate schools. And it is important to understand that this debt cancellation is a one-time thing for all Americans, regardless of what school you've attended, private or public. This debt cancellation will forgive those who decided in the past to pay exorbitant fees, and the implementation of free public university gives students moving forward the decision to either pay to attend a private college or attend a free public college. And those who want to achieve a graduate, a medical, or a law degree can go on to do that. We are helping those people who are attending a 4-year bachelor degree. Finally, in their response to our third harms, the negative said that too many people are going to try to attend college, causing wait lists, which is going to cause more money to be given to the school. This will result in taxes maybe going up, military expenditure funds may be diverted, and ultimately more money will be taxed on the people. Now, there were no sources given in the negative response to harm 3. However, they mentioned too many people trying to attend college and that being a bad thing. Regardless, there will be some people who are accepted and denied into 4-year public universities. However, the number of community colleges that offer pathway programs to 4-year universities is only increasing, according to a report published by the Community College Research Center. As of spring 2018, more than 250 community colleges have committed to undertaking large-scale guided pathway reforms as part of a national, state, or regional effort, and many other colleges are doing so on their own. This widespread implementation of a pathway program is providing people with access to 4-year institutions at the completion of community college, and it is due to this that we don't believe we will see too many people attending college or an influx of students attending college. If funds are needed, a diversion from military expenses in our eyes is a good thing. America spends significantly more than all other countries on our military, and according to the Stockholm International Peace Research Institute study on worldwide military expenses, in the year 2019 alone, the U.S. spent more money on its military than Brazil, South Korea, Japan, the United Kingdom, Germany, France, Saudi Arabia, Russia, India, and China combined. And these aren't random countries picked from the list. These are the next 10 countries that spend the most on their military. We spend more on our military than the next 10 countries combined. We can afford to divert some of the military funds to encourage a more educated population. Finally, the negative mentioned that if people are given free college, kids will party or vacation, people will have a harder time with their finances because they haven't paid anything, and people will not go to work and collect money from the government. Honestly, we on the affirmative side have already provided the data showing that with a free option, students not only have higher enrollment rates, but significantly higher graduation rates. So I'm failing to see the connection between free college and more partying if the data shows that free college equals more graduation. The negative also stated that people have a harder time with finances since people have not paid for anything at the completion of their 4-year free public institution. This is an incredibly unfair assumption as people are still going to be needed to pay for many aspects of their lives. This plan does not cover housing or food, and people will be paying for those items while in college. I personally am attending a community college for free, and I can definitely say that I am still spending money and that my finances are something that are still important to me. The negative also mentioned that many people will not work and collect tuition money from the government. I am pretty perplexed at how this would work, as I mentioned before that people will still need to find living arrangements and pay for food. So I don't think people are just going to quit their jobs and live homeless in free public institutions. I'm quite confused. Anyways, these are the reasons why you should be voting for the affirmative. Thank you.